What have you learned so far? Look at your age, look at your life, look at all of the experiences that you have had. What have you learned so far? What has life taught you? What are all of the lessons that you have learned that you can remember? Because sometimes we don't remember all the lessons. It's only the ones that really speak up to us, that really just had the most impact. Those are the things that you need to focus on. Those are the things that you need to really think, you know what? This is what I'm probably going to need in the next season of my life. So let me remember it. Write it down. I tell you guys this all the time. I'm a pen and paper type of girly. What has life already taught me? We're in a time where we're wanting to learn more. There's so much information out there. We're wanting to learn more. We're wanting to get educated, and all of that is great, fantastic. However, you already have a library of lessons. You already have a library of all the things that life has taught you. But you need to tap into that, because when you tap into that, that's when you will understand the value that you have, that you like, the value of life, of the quality of life that you have had so far, like the life that you have had so far. There's so much that life has taught you. Like, look back, look at primary school, secondary school, and you know, there were lessons that you had in school, and I'm not referring to school lessons like from the teachers. I'm talking about the, you know, that fallout with your best friend. What did that teach you? Your first ever heartbreak, what did that teach you? You know, like if you got bullied in school, what did that teach you? Childhood trauma, what did that teach you? Yeah? If you were in the playground hustling, selling crisps, you know, selling sweets and whatever, like, what did that teach you? Is that something that you can still put into practice till this day? Yeah, you have no excuse to be broke. There is so much that life has taught you in different stages of your life, and you need to sit down and write it down and really go back to those lessons and really see what you can take from that. Because sometimes we're wanting to acquire so much like new information, we're wanting to get new lessons. What do you already have in your library of knowledge, experience that you have acquired in this world? What have you already learned? What have you already gathered? Write it down. Write it down. From age 1 to 10, if you remember anything specific that you learned. Yeah, anything specific that you learned. Did you learn resilience? Were you trying to play with other kids and they weren't trying to play with you? Like, what did you learn? What did the playground teach you? Were you embarrassed? Were you embarrassed in assembly? Were you embarrassed in public and you were able to handle it? You know, did you fail a particular exam and you felt like a failure, but then once you kept studying, you were able to pass it? That's resilience. So, you know, go through it, do a timeline, create a timeline. From 1 to 10, what did you learn? Yeah? Or from 1 to 12, what are the lessons that you learned there? And then from 13, you can say to 16, what did you learn? From 18 to 25, what did you learn? And then so on, depending on how old you are. Write these things down. Write these things down. And a lot of the ideas from my videos come from me just sitting down, looking at the different things I've faced in life, looking at the trials and tribulations that I've faced in life, the things I've conquered, you know, the lessons I've learned, the things I've gone through, and the people around me, what I've been able to see and experience. And sometimes it's not even a lesson that I've experienced myself. Sometimes it's just by seeing the relationships around me, seeing what other people are going through, and you know, and kind of just learning. It's okay to also learn from somebody else's experience, because sometimes it's like, do you really want to go through that as well, so that you can sort of like experience it as well? Nah. You know, so go through your library of life, the timelines. Yeah, every year we celebrate our birthdays, but don't really reflect on everything that we've learned. thus far? How much have you learned so far? Yes, there's more knowledge to gather, but think about what you've already learned, how far you've come, and the beauty of preparation. Because there are so many things that you learn in your childhood that prepared you for your teenage years, and a lot of things in your teenage years prepared you for your 20s, and your 20s prepares you for your 30s. However, it's not just about, it's not just about you saying, okay, well, the teens, what I've learned in my teens, I'll take it to my 20s. It's also about taking everything you've learned. Just because you were younger when you learned it, it doesn't mean that it's not relevant till this day. Yeah? It's still very, very relevant. So sit down, take your time. Take your time. It might even take you a week. It might take you a week to go through all of the things that you learn. Talk to your parents, talk to your loved ones. Hey, do you remember when we went through this, that? What did you take out of it? What did you get out of it? Really think about what you got out of these lessons. In terms of like your family dynamic. Going to aunties' houses, having sleepovers at aunties' houses, grandma's houses, whatever the case may be. Like, what did you learn about your family? What did you learn about your family? What did you learn about friendships? What did you learn about your parents? So many times we look at our parents as just our mom and dad, but sometimes remove the parent aspect of it and look at them as human beings. Maybe you'll be more gentle to your parents. So, yeah. For me personally, it's been a very rocky journey. However, I've learned so much. And woo, yeah. And just thinking about the fact that like next it might just be, parenthood, marriage, watching my parents get old and just being there for like my elder family relatives, and watching my friends who we grew up together having children, them getting married. Like, it's such a beautiful feeling. Growing up, being grown, adulting, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. If you know how to budget, if you're in that place where you have that level of confidence that no one can knock, you're good. You don't care about what people think. You're out here doing your thing. You're learning every day. You're saving. You're putting money away. You have the skills that you need. You know how to cook. You know how to do your laundry. You know how to just the basics. You have the base. Life ain't that bad, man. Let's stop making it seem like adulthood is that bad. It's not that bad. Adulthood for you might be bad, but it's not like that for everyone. Yeah? So take in those lessons. Take in those lessons and just sit with it for a minute. And just be grateful for the lessons. And open yourself up for the blessings. Open yourself up for what's to come. And say to yourself, you know what? What you've prepared me for, God, bring about the things that you've prepared me for. If you're ready for it, open your heart and just ask for those things. Sometimes we're not getting because we're not asking. Literally. I'm your personal development coach, C-Positivista. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.